Now to our other top story, allegations of an attempted terror attack putting the community on edge today.
Yeah, tonight we have new pictures and video from neighbors of 19-year-old Ammar Abdul-Majid Mohammed Saeed beginning to be taken into custody Tuesday. The U.S. Attorney's Office saying Saeed is a former member of the Michigan National Guard. He's charged with attempting to provide support to a foreign terrorist group and with distributing information related to a destructive device. If convicted, he could face 40 years in prison.
Saeed allegedly informed two undercover officers of a plan for a mass shooting at the Army's TACOM facility at the Detroit Arsenal in Warren, and then he was arrested soon after.
We do have team coverage tonight. 7 News Detroit reporter Demetrios Sanders is in Melvindale speaking to Saeed's shocked neighbors.
But first, I was in federal court today as Saeed appeared for an arraignment. Prosecutors talked about his alleged support for ISIS and use of a drone for surveillance when he was caught. Federal prosecutors say these images are among the most powerful evidence against 19-year-old Ammar Abdul-Majid Mohammed Saeed. Saeed, whose Melvindale home was recently raided, stands accused of carrying out a plan to conduct a mass shooting at a military base in Warren on May 13th. Charges include providing material support to ISIS and distribution of info tied to a destructive device. Retired Army employee Corinne Forrest, who previously worked at the base, sharing her thoughts with me.
When you work in the defense industry, whether it's for the government or one of the contractors, you're kind of always a target.
Feds say the former Michigan Army National Guard member joined the military as part of a mission to better educate himself on how to fly a drone over the base in Warren and to help two undercover law enforcement officers in a terror attack. Armor-piercing ammo and Molotov cocktails were allegedly planned to be used along with live streaming the assault on the Army's Tank Automotive and Armaments Command site. Feds say Saeed spent more than a year planning this.
I noticed that when they ultimately did arrest him, that he was flying a drone in preparation for the actual attack, which is a bit unusual. I must say, in my 25 years in the FBI, I didn't see a lot of drone activity.
Retired FBI Assistant Director Dan Roberts sharing his reaction to the evidence in this quote from the criminal complaint, saying Saeed allegedly told undercover officers, quote, "Even if I martyr, this is the goal. Martyrdom is the goal. It's either victory or martyrdom." He allegedly also helped prepare the undercover officers for the mission with explosives and weapons training prior to his arrest near the base. Federal agents say they had found troubling chats on his phone in support of ISIS during a voluntary search when he visited the base in uniform. Saeed allegedly radicalized due to his strong views against the U.S. and Israel.
We live in a very noisy digital world, and that the FBI can, sift through all that information to find out what's relevant and then just stop something like this. That's pretty impressive.
Grateful to have the perspective of a retired Army employee there. Now, both the defendant's attorney and family declined to talk with me. Saeed remains locked up with no bond until his next court appearance.
And that complaint talked about him stockpiling weapons, conducting training. Anything else?
Yes, I read that entire complaint. He also talked about visiting local gun shops, telling the staff there that he was stocking up for hunting purposes as he was buying up ammo. So much more to come.
Yeah, frightening, actually.